All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to all our Akim doing and pushing this word in sincerity and truth worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. I want to get into this little lesson here. I've seen this Chris Brown character. Okay, let's read a couple things here. This is Chris Brown says, some men have threatened to beat him up over his viral stage bed moments and jokingly told married women to stay away, saying the bed is for single ladies only. Okay, and you can see what's going on here. Okay, you can see the madness that's going on here. Okay, this is why I labeled this. This is what this society breeds: wickedness. Okay. Several married women, even in relationships of 5 to 10 years, have reportedly separated after watching Chris Brown's show. Yeah. You're supposed to be a married woman, and you got another man holding you and choking you up. So what's that supposed to mean? Now, when you go back to the bedroom with your man, this is what you're imagining. You're imagining him. You're living out your fantasy, right? And your fantasies is wickedness. All right? And that's what this society breeds, because they don't go by the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? Yeah, and then this one here, where, as you can see, they're kissing. Okay? Full-blown kissing. Got her hands tied up and thing up there. Hey, and look what she's wearing. Okay? This is why we tell you women, man. You women are going to be in a whole heap of trouble. Okay? When the Lord returns, you women are going to be in serious trouble, man. And you don't listen. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant field, for the fruitful vine. Okay, this is why a man, the Lord, in that day is going to be as a hedge. Okay, because the Lord will be working with that man. And all those women who join themselves to that man, they'll be underneath that man, okay? Meaning they'll have a hedge, they'll have a form of protection. But you women out here who are running around talking about independent this, independent that, I don't need no man. Well, see in those days. And you women too, who are up there, you already got a husband. You're committing adultery, man, okay? You're an adulterous generation, man. And you're gonna see judgment on a high level. And even right now, many days and many years ye shall be troubled. We're already entering into that thing where judgment is licking some of these women left, right, and center, man. This society breeds them to be like that, right? That's why the scriptures say a new thing shall come. I created in the earth, a woman shall come past a man. They feel they're on top because of what? Esau, Edom. Okay, and his philosophies and money and, those type of things. These things won't last, man. Society builds you up on a false pretense, okay? On a false dream. That's why we tell you the American nightmare is almost over, man. The American dream is dead, all right? And we're already seeing these women out on the street, can't pay rent, gotta have sex to obtain an apartment. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got all the first and last, but I could do this, I could do that. And here it is, she might have shit. She got that independent type attitude on her, and she feel like she controlling the family and everything, right? And she feel, in her sense, or might feel in a sense in her mind that, hey, I gotta do this. My man ain't shit. I'm the independent one. I could take care of the family, so on and so forth. So you know what? I'm gonna go sleep with the landlord and we could get trinkets, but I'm not going to tell him nothing, And then all along, I'm going to make it seem like to the kids and I'm on top. I know what I'm doing. See, mommy's in control. Daddy can't control nothing. That's how these women act, man. And meanwhile, kids and the man there and everything, every week she's sneaking off, going fucking the landlord or sucking him off or doing some kind of, you know what I mean? But anyways, like I said, we're already entered in to those times and moments where you women are gonna, catch some supreme hell, man. You know, you women are wicked, man. Wicked to the bone, okay? Wicked to the bone, man. Imagine you got a husband at home and you sitting on another man's lap, getting choked out by another man and all this type of stuff. But you got a man at home, a husband at home. You're committing adultery, man. We already know what the scriptures say in the law about committing adultery. You both shall be put to death, man. Okay? So this is what this society breeds. Wickedness, man. Wickedness. Like I said, you got a woman out there who might be feeling full in her head, that pride, talking about she takes care of the family and so on and so forth, and then she's doing wickedness on the side. OnlyFans, selling her pictures, selling her, things that her husband should only see, right? And then acting holy vendau, as they say. A wicked and adulterous woman, wipe her mouth and say, I've done no wicked. I've done nothing. Roughly phrasing, right? And that's all that philosophy of this world, man. This is what it breeds. James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of this world is enmity with Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of this world is an enemy of Yahweh. Right, and this is the things that go on in this society. You wicked and adulterous people, you have friendship with the world, okay? We don't have no damn friendship with the world. Fuck that. To hell with this place, man. I made those videos back to back in the sense that we're tired of this place. The prophets are tired of this place. And we seek a better kingdom to come, man. To hell with this place. Lamentation chapter 4 and verse 1. How has the gold become dim? How has the most fine gold changed? The stones of my sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. And that's going into us, man. Okay? Yeah, it says the precious sons of Zion comparable to fine gold. How are they esteemed as earthly pitchers and the work of the hands of the potter. Okay? Now how we fall away from that grace, man? From that such high statue. It's part of the curses that we had to go through. But it shows you that what condition our people are in today. Imagine you have fine gold, and then somehow, some way, 10 karat, 9 karat, it turned into 5 karat. You say, what the fuck is this? And this is what our people have been reduced to, because what they're drinking up those Babylonian philosophies by the minute, by the second, even worse than the other nations. Revelation 18 and verse 4. I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plagues, man. Okay? Because, all nations have drunk the wine of the wrath of her fornication, man, including our people. And the Lord is saying, come out of that garbage, man. Stop listening to these people. These people are leading you on to death. But I have set up men here which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Listen to them, okay? These are my prophets. You're my people. I sent them out there to give you correction. They themselves, we reflect, obviously, be a doer of the word, not just a hearer. So we're trying to show them, but it's falling on deaf ears, man. So we're trying to tell you, come out of that, mindset that you got. Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 23. But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your power, and ye shall be my people. And walk, what does it say? And walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. And how does that happen? That happens through the servants, the prophets. Okay, the Lord is working with his prophets, all right? and he commands what needs to be done, okay, to his servant or through his servants onto the people, and they're supposed to follow. They don't want to follow, they're going to get destroyed, okay? Bottom line. And, hey, we already see what's happening, man. Like I said, this society breeds wickedness. But they hearken not, nor incline their ear, but walked in the counsel and in the imagination of their evil heart, and went backward and not forward, much like today. Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets. See that? Daily rising up early and sending them. Yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but harden their neck, they did worse than their fathers. Therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. Thou shalt call unto them, but they will not answer thee. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of Yahweh their power, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouth, because they don't want to receive the correction. Okay? The chastenance. Despise not the chastenance, man. Okay? Happy is the man that the Lord correcteth. And, that's why we're happy. Behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh correcteth. Therefore despise thou not the chastenance of the Almighty. And you could go on to read the rest. Okay? So, this is what we're telling you. Listen to your power, man. Listen to your power. All right? And your power has sent out men out here, prophets, to do this work, tell you what's up, and get right before that great day of judgment. Okay? But you won't listen. You think you know what's best. 1 John chapter 3 and 10. In this the children of Yahweh are manifest, and the children of the devil. Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of Yahweh, neither he that loveth not his brother. Okay? And you guys ain't showing no love either towards your brothers, because love is an action. And if you listen to the words of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, hey, what does it tell you? Keep his commandments. This is the love. Keep his commandments, for they are not grievous. Okay, we're trying to keep the commandments to the best of our ability. At least you could do is try. Put a foot in there, try. But once again, y'all ain't listening, man. So you guys are joining up with the wicked, okay? And you ain't trying to listen to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. You ain't trying to do righteousness. So you're not of. You're counted as the 2/3, man. That has to be destroyed and brought back into the kingdom underneath, those who were purged from all these from all the wickedness out here, okay, through the spirit of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. All right. Is that 11? 1 and 11. 3 John chapter 1. 3 John chapter 1 and 11. Beloved, follow not that which is evil. Remember, the scriptures tell you don't follow a multitude to do evil. Okay? But that which is good. And all those people in that crowd, I can guarantee you, I don't want to be presumptuous, but more than likely, they involved in that type of shit. Okay? Exodus chapter 23 and 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rustle judgment. And that's what these guys be doing in the rap songs, man. You're speaking in a manner that causes many to fall, many to fail. Okay? Because you're not giving them the right judgment. You're telling them, yeah, so I slept with this, I took your girl. Oh yeah, the brother from Barbados put that up. That I took your girl's spirit, right? Yo, this place is going to get destroyed, but thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. And they go into these crowds, they're going to these shows, they're up in the crowd, and guess what? They get enchanted by the message. They get enchanted by what they're seeing. Oh, Chris Brown, that's a married. Look how big the ring she said was. Oh man, I wish I could be like him. Instead of trying to be like Yahweh Shai and walk in his footsteps, you want to be like evil. You want to be like the wicked, okay? Because you love wickedness. Okay, yep, this is why this scripture says this. Let me go back into John 3, 1 and 11. Did I finish it up, beloved? Yeah, beloved, follow not that which is evil, but that which is good. He that doeth good is of Yahweh. See, going back into the scripture, what we read before. But he that doeth evil have not seen Yahweh. Right. And they don't trust, our people are carnal just like Esau Edom. 2/3 of our people are carnal just like him. Hands on. If I don't see him, he don't crack them clouds. I don't know what the fuck you niggas is talking about. And yeah, they do call us niggas, right? Because they think we're like them. But we're not like them. We're not of this world. Okay? I don't see him. I can't put my hands in his side. Yo, doubting Thomas. That's the spirit that they got. They doubt in everything. They don't have no faith. They're unfaithful. Okay? Unbelieving. This is why they're going to get destroyed. They want to see a sign, right? John chapter 3 and verse, 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. And you could go on to read the rest. It said basically the same thing. They don't want to come to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They don't want to come to the light because they're working wickedness. And they feel comfortable in that. And remember, when you're in that comfortable position, that leads to death and destruction. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the ends thereof is death, roughly phrasing. Okay? So these guys are carnal, and they're comfortable in their carnality. Matthew chapter 16, and this is why they want to see a sign, because it's not in them. Okay? Matthew chapter 16 and verse 4. Wicked and adulterous generation. This is this generation right now. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonah. And he left them and departed. And what was Jonah doing? Prophesying. So basically it's telling you, no sign is going to be given unto you of cracking of the clouds and so on and so forth. And you could see Yahushua right in the air, or he comes and does a particular miracle just for you so you can see, right, and be carnal with it. No. The only sign that you're going to get, Romans chapter 15 and verse 4, and whatever's underneath the sun ain't new. Jonah was prophesying. This is how the Lord tells you what to do through his servants, the prophets. So right now, what do you see? You see us just like Jonah out there prophesying. We're prophesying. Okay, that's the only sign you're going to get. And if you have understanding, you're going to, jump real fast to the cause. Okay? Meaning jump up real fast and come serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai before those days of mercy and grace is closed. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 and 19. Salakia. For horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation. That's it, man. It's going to be horrible for you guys, man. When the Lord comes down upon you guys, he's not going to come down easy. He's going to tell you, you had a chance to listen to my servants, the prophets, man. They actually busted their ass. They actually, made an effort to come and serve me. They may have slipped here. They may have slipped there. We all fall short of the glory. All our righteousness is counted as filthy rags. But they actually made an effort. They actually kept a beard on their face. They actually executed all my high holy days, or tried to. They kept the Shabbat, right? They kept the high holy, the new moon, right? The high holy days. Their attitude was changed. The old man, things that they were doing in the world, they didn't do no more, But they're men. They're subjected to slip. But at the same time, they're not doing what they used to do in the world. They're not like how y'all are. Y'all hear this word and there's no change. You just want to sit there and be like, yeah, all right, cool. It's like a man that hears this word, says, yeah, walks away, forgets how he looks in the mirror. That type shit, right? But y'all won't even make an effort. So, hey, the Lord is going to destroy you guys, man. Bottom line. As it says right here, for horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation, man. And you guys are fucking unrighteous indeed, man. Because you would do that to your own homeboy, okay? You would do that to your own friend. If the situation is prime and perked, oh yeah. Imagine, them in the world. This guy's got a fine-ass girl, right? And, he may be making a little money and so on and so forth, right? And you got a fine-ass girl, and next thing you know, this guy's drunk, drinking with his girl, and the man done pass out, But yeah, because this guy got a nice car and so on and so forth, and pride has taken in him. Now he's looking at the girl and saying, yeah. Let's go do something. You know? You niggas are gonna get destroyed, man. And that's what this is what this society, this wicked society breeds, man. Wickedness. All right? So hey, with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Green Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to all our Akim doing and pushing his word in sincerity and truth worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you're edified. Lord willing, to the next time, Akim. Abad Babal and shalom.